Hello. In this easy training, we're going to go over how to input a minor referral. First thing, once you get to the easy site, you need to input your username and password. Alright, since I'm in the training site, it's going to give you this attention notice, but in the live site, you will not receive this attention notice. So from here, once you're into the system, you're going to go up to where it says incidents. Alright, now once it loads up, you're going to go to report an incident. Alright, now we're going to input the date in which the incident occurred, so I'll just keep it at today's date. If it was a different date, you would just click on the calendar and select the appropriate date. I'm just going to keep it for today. Then you input the time. Now, as it pertains to the minutes, Easy allows for 15-minute increments, so just select the time that's closest to the actual time of the incident. Then you need to select your location. It's going to automatically default to our school as well as your name as far as reported by. Now, since this is a minor incident in which the teacher will be handling, you're going to select minor. And then from that drop down, select the appropriate infraction. It's going to ask, is there an allegation of bullying? Say no for this training purpose. And then you input the narrative. Alright, now also in the narrative, you want to make sure you just stick with the facts and not input like your opinion or how you may feel towards any of the students. We're going to record the incident. Take the system mode. Alright, there we go. So it brings you up to this page. You want to scroll down because now we need to add the student or students that were involved. So you click on the Add Student button. Right, from here, you're going to scroll back down. And then you need to put the student's last name. If you don't know how to spell the last name, if you know the first couple of letters, you can just input that. And then you can select Show. And what the system does, it brings up every student within Westlake Middle School that has a last name that has those first three letters in their last name. So then once you have the students, then you select the appropriate student that was involved. This student right here. So we selected that student, and the role in the incident. Click on that drop-down menu. This student was an offender. Motivation, if you have a good idea, you can select one of the options. If you don't know for sure, you can just go with unknown. For the sake of the training, I'm going to say obtain attention. Okay. Now, since I need to add another student, I'm going to select this button right here. If this was the only student or the last student I needed to add, then I would just save and continue. Because I need to add one more student, I'm going to select this button. Alright, you scroll down. Alright, so then we need to add in the name of the second student. Show. Alright, so it brought up every student that has a last name that has M-A-R-T as the first 4 letters. Alright, then I'm going to select the appropriate student. Then their role, offender, and then motivation, obtain. Alright, since that is the last student I need to add, I'm going to go and select save and continue. Scroll down, and as you can see, both students have been added to this incident. Right. So you're going to go to one of the plus sign beside one of the students. You're going to click on that, and it's going to open up the box. Your box will look a little bit different than mine. Because I'm an administrator, I have more rights and privileges, so it's going to look slightly different than what you have. So you probably won't have these right here, as well as these right here. It talks about suspensions. But you should have the add action button. So you're going to go to add action. You're going to scroll down. Alright. Also, because I'm an administrator, I'm going to have more choices in my action drop down button. Now, one action that I do know in which you would have in your box would be conference with students. So let's select that. And we'll just say that, we conferenced with the student the day of the incident, which was today. And the time, we'll put 10 o'clock. And we'll say that it lasted 10 minutes. Right. So now we're here at the action notes. One thing in which you can do, you can copy and paste the incident narrative. And then paste it in the action notes. And the reason for this is because once you create the document, it's going to have the action notes in there in regards to what occurred, what the incident itself, as well as what you may have done what you did in regards to it. Alright, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to do save and return. Alright, you're going to scroll down, and you should see this come up in there, and it shows that that detail has been saved. Now, if you think about, oh, I forgot to put this in there, you can just press details, and it's going to take you back to what you last put. And then you can put any changes if you need to put a change. So let's say we're going to save and record, or save and return. I'm going to scroll down. From here, you can do create a draft incident document, but the program has a bug in it currently in which the district is working on to try to solve. And so I'm just going to go straight to create a final incident document. The reason why you would initially do create a draft incident document is just a Q&A procedure where you'll see the document, it's just a draft, and if you realize, okay, I made a mistake, I need to go back and make a change, you can. But if you do create a final incident document, you can't go back and change it. You just have to input a whole new document. But for the sake of this training and because of that bug, I'm just going to go straight to create a final incident document. All right. So it brings you up to this page right here. This is the student incident document. Also, status, you can see it says final. So that means that it's in there and you can't make changes to it. But if you want to see it, you can click on student incident document and it brings it up. Now, if you did not copy and paste in the action notes what occurred, then this would not have been in there. And then that document, you wouldn't be able to see, okay, well, what was the incident that occurred? So that's the purpose of copying and pasting the incident narrative into the action notes. From here, to get back to the other screen, you will press the back button. Now again, the system has a bug in it. Let's see if it works correctly this time. It's hit or miss, I've noticed. You can press the back button, and that's the bug right there. Normally it's supposed to take you right back to the page in which you were on, where you saw the incident and those type of things. This is taking me back to the main page of the Easy Training site, which is an error. So if I try to go back into the incident to see what I had selected, it's going to give me an error message, as you can see. And that's the error message right there. So now you have to log out, you have to go back into Easy and log back in order to get back to the system. So what I'll do, I will log back in and I'll pick up where this bug started.